I'm so glad you guys decided to come back again and look at my update video. I think I'm on week six now for alternate day fasting. I have a lot to talk about today, so you guys just stay tuned and I will tell you, fill you in on how my week went. So basically, I don't know exactly what I could have done wrong, and I tried to work through, my eating. And have a seat. You wanna be in the video? You can sit down right here, okay? I tried to go through and try to figure out what I could have possibly done wrong these past couple of weeks. And I think I'm trying to backtrack, and I did it with my husband last night, trying to backtrack as to why my scale would have went up. It's gone up about 4 pounds, and it's confusing the heck out of me. Although when I look in the mirror, I seem thinner to myself. And also someone actually noticed that I had lost weight, someone who had never said it before, out in the community. So I was, wondering, okay, what could I have possibly done wrong? I didn't do anything majorly different than I normally do. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been, following the modified fast. I am going to eventually start getting closer toward doing just the coffee straight on my fast days, but for right now, I'm being more satisfied with doing 500 calories and stopping, because I'm still trying to work out. This past week, I was able to do 3 training days and 1 cardio day, which is very good. It's positive for me. I think for the last month, really, I've been slacking on my training. I was doing training before. I was doing at least 2 days, but I had quit and stopped doing it. I was doing one time, like for the last month and a half, I would do like 1 training day, and then I would skip the whole rest of the week. And then the next week, I maybe wouldn't do it at all. And I know my trainer gets frustrated. It was getting frustrated with me. He had to be, because he takes the time to create these workout routines for me every Sunday night, and it's for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday workouts. And the workouts normally last for about an hour, and it is strenuous. What I wound up and did was I had weights. I've always kept weights in the house, even at my weight, even at my heaviest. I've always kept some kind of exercise equipment in the house, just in case I spark the notion to want to do it. I used to keep an elliptical always in the house, a treadmill, some weights, a jump rope, and I've always kept DVDs, some kind of exercise DVDs. Ever since I was 19, 20 years old, I've always collected exercise DVDs. Not saying that I do it, religiously all the time, but I kept those things in the house so I wouldn't feel like I had to go somewhere in order to work out. A couple years ago, I was, last year, I was going to the YMCA in my local town, and what I was finding out is it's really like this. I live in a small town, and there are really only, that I know of, 3 exercise places that you can go to work out. One is a family-owned place. Well, 2 of them are family-owned, and 1 is the YMCA. I went to the YMCA because I thought that I would have access to a pool, which is one of my ultimate dream goals as far as fitness. I have fitness goals that I want to incorporate in my life. One of them is I want to learn how to swim, and I want to be able to swim laps as a part of cardio exercise every week. I've never been a swimmer. I took my first swimming class when I was in college, and I waited till my senior year in order to do it. But the reason why learning how to swim is so important to me is because when I was a child, I went to a camp, this is off topic, but I'm giving you a little background history of my life. But when I was a child, we stayed in a part of town where they took the kids in our neighborhood. We all had gyms in our neighborhoods, and the gym had a camp, and we wanted to go every year. And finally our parents, my cousins, their parents all said, okay, well, you guys, will let you go to this camp. And the good thing about being able to go to this camp is that I think it was like every other week during the summer, you got to go on field trips. Sometimes you went to the skating ring, sometimes you went to bowling alley, sometimes you went to another gym and just played different sports that you didn't normally play. Sometimes you got to go to the pool. And the pool was the most fun activity for me because, I really enjoy getting in the pool. And I had a near drowning situation one time, as a child, that, kind of scared me from learning how to swim, as I got older. And like I said, when I got to college, I finally took my swimming class that last year. And, when I was learning how to swim, and I think the last week of class for extra credit so you could get an A in the class, you had to jump off the diving board into a deep 20 feet or more pool that they use at the college. Well, anyway, I did it, and the woman the lifeguard lady came and got me out or whatever, but for the extra credit. I was scared the whole time, but I did it. And it's just a fear that I want to conquer. I want to be able to learn how to swim. I want to be able to do a lap at least from one side of the pool to the other side. That's what I want to be able to reach. Also, another fitness goal of mine is that I want to learn how to run on the treadmill. I've never been a runner. That was something that I always, looked up to people that ran track and, were really good at running. So it was one thing that I wanted to, learn how to do, was run at least a mile without having to walk, So that's another fitness goal of mine. I don't know how soon I'll be able to get to those, but those are my main fitness goals as far as cardio. I like getting on the elliptical from time to time. I used to keep an elliptical in my home, but for some reason, I can't remember what we did with our last one that we bought. I don't know if we sold it in a yard sale or what, but it's no longer here. All we have here now is the weights, the treadmill, and we have the exercise DVDs. The exercise DVDs are pretty good for cardio, and the treadmill is pretty good for cardio. The exercise DVDs, though, are a little bit more fun. I think they burn off a little bit more calories. But anyway, let me get back to the topic at hand, which is the alternate day fasting, with the modified fast that I'm doing, which is 500 calories on my fast days. Today I did 500 calories, 2 cups of coffee, a couple slices of this new pizza that I just found out about, which is Jack Pizza, which is supposed to be a good brand. I had a couple slices of that equaled up to the 360 calories for the pizza, and then I had 2 cups of coffee, and that's what I've had today. Over the weekend, I didn't eat as bad as I ate the weekend before, but for some reason, a couple weeks ago, I was down. I told you the last time I told you guys I was down to 222. Okay, that next week is when I started eating the 500 calories on my fast day. And to me, that doesn't seem like that would make me gain, because I'm still in a deficit. So I don't understand why it's registering like, you know, I'm not in a deficit. I don't know. But anyway, I got on the scale last time when I put my video up, and I had done the braids. That's when I had the little crochet braids. I kept the crochets for two weeks. And during that time, my weight had shot back up to 226.9. That's the highest I saw. And I was really confused by that, because I'm still, you know, eating at a deficit for my, sorry about that, my daughter. For my, what I'm thinking, I think I'm still eating in a deficit. I'm not right now, every single stinking calorie that goes into my mouth, but I went on and did my TDEE, like they say, and how much you weigh, and telling you, okay, this is how much you need to. These kids are just walking back and forth this video. I'm sorry, y'all, but so I don't know what could have been. Okay, and so when I took the braids out, I was just, I knew for sure. I was like, man, as soon as I take these heavy crochet braids out, I should see at least a couple pounds come off. Got on that scale and it said 226, so it was on like 0.9. I was like, what? I am just confused. And I was like, how could I have gained 4 pounds? A pound is 3,500 calories, and in a week's time it's telling me that I gained 4 pounds. That's over 1,200. I haven't done the calculation, but they're saying I ate the amount of calories I am to maintain my weight, and on top of that, I ate an additional 13,000 calories. There's no way I did that. So either I'm retaining water, which I'm learning a lot about my body while doing this fast, is that I retain a lot of water very easily. I guess my salt intake is just off the chain. But I guess I retain a lot of water easily, and I have not been drinking water, which, you know, I guarantee. So like I was saying, basically my weight has gone up. Last time I stepped on the scale, it was 226, which means it's only a 4-pound loss, and I've been doing this ever since June 7th, and it's July something. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep going though. They say don't quit, so I'm gonna keep going. This is, like I said in the very beginning, the only thing that I've ever been able to do is stick with it. So I'm gonna keep going and keep tweaking it. I'm gonna keep tweaking it, you know, to try to see what exactly I could, you know, what I need to do to fix things. I'm always off one thing. Either I'm not drinking enough water, I'm not doing cardio, or I'm not doing my weights or something. So that last week I did my weights. I did 1 day cardio. But I ain't drinking no water. So I don't know. But let's see how this week go. I said I was gonna come up here every week, you know, and hold myself accountable, you know, even if I don't lose weight, even if I stay the same, even if I gain, I'm gonna keep coming up here and record these videos, because I feel like if I don't do this, I'm just gonna stop and I'm gonna start back eating like I was, and that's not a good thing. But anyway, y'all have a good week. I don't know, to myself, when I look at myself on camera from the first video, I feel like, you know, my face is slimmed down. I don't know if y'all notice anything, but anyway, y'all have a good weekend. I will see y'all next Monday.